Welcome to Elk Root Conservation's Pollinator Highway project. Firstly, we acknowledge the deep connection and cultural significance of the land and waterways upon which Elk Root Conservation and Phase 1 of the Pollinator Highway project are rooted. This work takes place on the unceded traditional territory of the Sinixt peoples. We also acknowledge the significance of the area to the Silks, the Ktunaxa, and the Secwepemc peoples, whose unceded traditional territories are also within what has come to be known as the Kootenay region. Our goal is to extend the Pollinator Highway project through the Slocan Valley, where pollinators are struggling and the landscapes they depend on are changing faster than ever. Over time, these lands have been profoundly altered, impacts that are now visible in the degraded ecosystems along our roadsides. The Pollinator Highway project was born from this reality, a vision to build pollinator corridors across the Slocan Valley, restoring degraded roadsides into living pathways of connection by creating habitat where it has been lost. This work aims to support pollinators, strengthen ecosystems, and honor the land on which it takes place. In 2024, we launched Phase 1 of the Pollinator Highway project, a 3-year plan to transform degraded roadside habitats into thriving native plant corridors. We selected 6 plots along Passmore Lower Road, 5 test plots and 1 control, covering 96 square meters. These plots were spaced intentionally to match local pollinators' foraging distances, helping bees, butterflies, and other species move freely between them. That first year, we introduced 18 native local ecotype plant species from Elk Root Conservation's nursery, 233 transplants and over 200 grams of seed. For example, we planted Pearly Everlasting, Showy Milkweed, Showy Daisy, Fireweed, Nodding Onion, Western Canada Goldenrod, Silverleaf Phacelia, and Brown-Eyed Susan. All plots were solarized before planting, then the 5 test plots were treated with various soil amendments like compost, leaf litter, and mulch. Each plot received a unique combination of treatments, helping us learn which strategies support native plant establishment the best. 2025 marked the first full growing season in the first year of active care. Weekly irrigation proved essential, dramatically improving native seed germination and transplant survival compared to the unirrigated control plot. We also carried out regular invasive plant sweeps, removing seed heads before they could spread and managing non-native plants inside the plots. This early care was crucial in preventing overcrowding and giving our native plant species room to establish. Interestingly, plots treated with sheet mulching needed much less weeding, while others required more attention due to resilient species like hop clover. Even so, invasive plant species cover remained low across all plots, a sign that our strategies are working. Throughout the season, we monitored every plot closely, measuring native plant survival, vegetation composition, and pollinator presence. Across all test plots, native plant cover increased from just 4.5% in June to over 18% by October. The control plot was improved from 0.05% to 11%, but our treated plots consistently outperformed it. Some of the outstanding species were Scarlet Gilia, Yellow Penstemon, and Curly Cup Gumweed, early champions in our restoration journey. In 2026, everything we've learned in Phase 1 will now guide us into Phase 2. In Phase 2, we'll take the knowledge gained from our test plots and bring it into the wider Slocan Valley. We'll work with landowners, land managers, and community partners to establish new plots at carefully selected sites. Just like our test plots, each new site will follow a 3-year restoration timeline, with Year 1 focused on installation, and Year 2 and 3 dedicated to monitoring and maintenance so that the native plants can take root and become self-sustaining. In 2026, Elk Root Conservation's new Pollinator Highway Stewardship Program will build community capacity by providing landowners, land managers, volunteers, and partner organizations with all the tools, materials, and ecological guidance they need to successfully steward these new habitats during their most critical early years. Together, these stewardship sites will build a connected corridor of resilient, thriving native pollinator plants in the Slocan Valley. Our goal is simple: to build a repeatable, scalable model for restoring roadside ecosystems, reducing reliance on mowing and herbicide use, strengthening ecosystem resilience, and supporting local agriculture through healthier pollinator populations and reconnecting fragmented habitats within the Slocan Valley. This is how we build resilience, this is how we create abundance, and this is how we transform roadsides into pollinator highways. Thank you so much for your support.